Love you all. Welcome, all you lovers, to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
The Florida Love Show theme song. With lots of love for you, Kenny. In the Florida Love Show, hanging love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings their love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive, like a duet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. In the Florida Love Show, Candy in red is your guide. He wears many hearts, oh, he has a very special side. Now in Brooklyn Cafe, there's a big love buffet with roses galore, men you will adore. Come take a bouquet, show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Send the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show.
Welcome to the Florida Love Show, all you lovebirds, lovers, love bugs out there. We are really excited. I have an amazing show today, so thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be dedicating the show to the children. We're going to be loving the children today with the Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation. We're also going to be loving those who have survived from domestic violence. So it's going to be an amazing show, and I thank you again for tuning in. So here at Florida Love, we are spreading love in the Florida community. So we're all about love. And if you want to get involved in Florida Love, please feel free to contact us on our website, florida-love.com. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, or if you have any questions about anything, please contact us. So I'm Kenny Love, and I'm founder and creator of Florida Love, and we are just we are just loving it forward. And so, all you lovers out there, my request is that you love someone today. Just go out and say I love you to someone, tell somebody you love them, and let's spread love in the world and transform the world with love. So, my first guest today is going to be Sharon. Sharon is an incredible cantor and a singer. I mean, she's extraordinary. I love Sharon so much. And Sharon's going to sing a beautiful love song to the children of the world. And there's no greater love than for the children because they're our future. So I'm going to bring Sharon on right now.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Sharon. How are you?
I'm great. I am so happy to be sing this beautiful song. It's called The Future Belongs to the Children. The music and lyrics were written by a colleague of mine over 20 years ago. Her name is Cantor Stephanie Shore. And the words couldn't be more perfect for these beautiful kids and for our future. So are we ready for the song, Kenny?
Let's
Okay,
love the children.
Okay, here we go. There's a special kind of love that's in a child's eyes. It's a love that's trusting and true. As bigger children, we can help our youth with a pathway to the future paved with love. The future belongs to the children. Hatid shayach lailadim. Traditions of our people burn as bright as the Ner Tamid. The future belongs to the children. Teach them well and they'll succeed. Really all begins with you and me. It's all right to read the books and sing the prayers, but the truth comes with how you live your life. Share your beliefs from your heart and mind. Your voice can really start to change this world. Future belongs to the children. Hatid shayach lailadim. Traditions of our people burn as bright as the Ner Tamid. The future belongs to the children. Teach them well and they'll succeed. Really all begins with you and me. Their smiles light our days and give us hope. They look to us to teach them right from wrong. It's time we realize we're responsible to walk the path of justice, peace, and love. Future belongs to the children. Hatid shayach lailadim. Traditions of our people burn as bright as the Ner Tamid. The future belongs to the children. Teach them well and they'll succeed. It really all begins with you and me. It really all begins with you and me.
Beautiful.
I just wanted to say something that I forgot right before when I introduced the song. Ha'atid shayach lailadim. That means the future belongs to the children in Hebrew. And the Ner Tamid, when it's talking about shining as bright as the Ner Tamid, that's referring to the candle, to that bright light right in front of the Torah cabinet that is on 24/7. There is no brighter light in the Jewish community. So our children, that's what they are, the brightest light that can shine for our future.
And today, actually, my friend Truly sent me a video of her daughter, Angelia. And I actually want to wish Angelia a happy graduation from school. And also, I want to wish everybody who's graduating from school all our love here at Florida Love. I love you all. Congratulations on your graduation. And Sharon, to your son Dean, congratulations on his graduation and his birthday. Happy birthday. And it's so important for us to celebrate love in so many ways. And my friend Truly sent me this beautiful video of Angelina, my angel. And Angelia was saying how much she loves the Florida Love Show. She's my #1 fan. And the reason she loves it so much is because we always say, I love you so much. Everybody wants to love and be loved. I mean, everybody wants to hear I love you. So I love you all. I love you all. And Sharon, I love you so much. You're so special, Sharon.
Thank you. And if anyone song, they can find the Gift of Song on Facebook and contact me. Kenny, have a wonderful rest of the show. I will log off.
Love you, Sharon. So we're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back with the Hugs and Smiles Foundation with the extraordinary founder. I call her Tina Love, because all she does is spread love in the world for children. So I'm very excited to come back and introduce all of you to Tina. So we're going to take a commercial break right now. Love you all.
You've been listening to the Florida Love Show. Please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or Ken at florida-love.com or on our website, www.florida-love.com. And if you'd like to advertise on the show and spread love in the Florida community, please let me know. Now back to the show.
Hi, all you lovers. Hi, all you lovers. Welcome back to the Florida Love Show. I am so excited to have Tina with me today. And Tina, she's been an amazing friend, and she has a heart of gold. And we both moved to Florida in 2012. And Tina was an entrepreneur, and she decided that her passion was children and Hugs and Smiles, so she started the foundation. And I was so excited to have Tina on the show to share with everybody what Hugs and Smiles is all about, because all children need way more hugs and smiles and love in the world. So if we can spread that love to children, hey, Florida Love, we're all in. So I want to bring on Tina from Hugs and Smiles, and welcome Tina to the Florida Love Show.
Hi, Ken. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So Tina, I want to play the Hugs and Smiles promo music video to give everybody a little idea of what Hugs and Smiles is all about. So can we please play the Hugs and Smiles promo music video?
Hugs and smiles, blow a kiss to everyone you miss. Hugs and smiles will make the world a better place, and heals the heart with a smile on your face. Through music, art, and dance, and holding hands, we could take a stand. And with a smile, you make my dreams come true. Then all I need is a hug, a smile from me and you.
So cute. Oh my God, I love that. I'm so proud of my one of my musicians who actually helped me put this together, Natasha Madeira. Wow, she did it really quickly. She pulled it together. I said, "Oh my God, thank you so much," because that really is a representative of what I'm trying to do, is bring all ethnicities together and share love and be kind and be joyful. So she did a great job. Thank you, Natasha. I can't hear you, Ken.
How did Hugs and Smiles come about?
Okay, so quite frankly, I think it really began, it has to be from my family roots. I was raised in New York, and my grandfather actually came to the United States from Poland before the war. And he was an Orthodox rabbi. So I was raised in an Orthodox upbringing. And I remember as a child being at his home on the Sabbath. So after temple, he would bring home some of the people that have gone through the Holocaust. So they did not have a place to go. And 25 years later, they were still broken. So in my household, it was never to forget the Holocaust, because it's not only about the Jewish faith and the Jewish people. There are a lot of minorities that are really being attacked and persecuted and have gone through genocide as well. So I always had the open ability to never look at color. I never looked at race. So that's how I was raised, and I think that really was the impact that my grandfather had made. He was one of the kindest, giving, caring individuals I have ever met. And you know, Ken, it's very interesting because over my lifetime, I have met rabbis, I've met priests, I've met bishops, I've met pastors, and in each individual scenario, some of them really exuded a sense of God or a spirit, if somebody would prefer saying the spirit. It has been really incredible that when my grandfather walked into a room, he exuded God. He was kind, like I said, giving, and people were attracted to him. When he spoke, you listened. The funny thing is, he had broken English, so people really couldn't understand him. However, you'd have to really listen carefully, but they were riveted by this man. He was incredible.
I love that. And so, Tina, tell me a little about yourself and where you're originally from and how you came to Florida and Hugs and Smiles.
Well, like I said, I'm originally from New York, and I had an opportunity to move to California in 91, and I jumped on it. So what had happened was, from New York to California, I've always been an entrepreneur. So I've always had a creative background. I was very into fashion. I designed my own clothing. But I do remember when I was 6 years old, I started taking piano lessons, and my dad used to sing. He had an incredible voice. So we had a lot of fun. So he would sing. His whole family, his whole side of the family was blessed with that gift. So at an early age, I really had my insides were really attracted to all different kinds of music. But I really I was taught on classical and opera. So I think had the advantage of learning opera and classical, it really opened up my horizons to really embrace other kinds of music. And because of that, I always had the need to move my body. So I love to dance. I can't really sing very well, so forget about the singing part. But I love to dance, and I love to create. Even though I might not create a painting, I was able to take clothing. I was able to take a piece of cloth and just recreate anything. I would put ensembles together, and that was kind of my creative avenue. So I started that in New York, and really it turned into, when I moved to California, I still maintained being involved with the fashion industry. As time had gone on, every business has changed. So while I was in California, needless to say, every one of my neighbors were either a singer, a dancer, a producer, an actor, you name it. So there's a lot of creativity around me. So I wound up really putting a lot of these celebrities on the red carpet. And it was not only about the clothing, it was about their hair, it was their makeup, it was about their skin. So I loved playing with all of that. So I did my whole creation and I loved doing it. But I realized at a certain point, the fashion industry was changing. So I literally went into opening my company called Skin Options. And it was my skincare company. So I started playing with product. I started designing my boxes and my bottles. And that was my joy of my creativity. So what was very, very interesting while I was in California as well, I decided that I wanted to open up a children's charity. I love kids, and I really saw the horrors of kids. For whatever reason, I wound up in an area, and I've seen foster care children really be, the horrors that they have gone through. So I decided to open up my own charity. At that point, I was working with a couple of other charities in California, and it just really wasn't resonating with me enough. Sending off, having teddy bears and giving it to children in Africa was fine. But what are they getting out of it? What more can we do to help the children? So I said, you know what? I've got to do my own thing. So I actually opened Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation in California as well. And that's when I helped children get adopted. So what I did realize is while I was taking them on to different events, I would take them to the zoo, I would take them to the aquarium. I wound up getting tickets for premieres of movies with all of these kids. What I've noticed about them is that when they were exposed to anything that's artistic or music or dance, their whole entire body just exuded happiness. You saw the switch in them that really lifted them up, that they really gravitated to. So I realized also maybe just having having the foundation just to have them get adopted wasn't enough. And it took several years to actually go through the trials and tribulations, and also working with the Department of Children's Services in California. So at a certain point, I decided to close it down, and I was going to rebrand it. It just so happened in 2012, I segued here to South Florida. So as I continued my journey with my own creations and what kind of business I wanted, did I want to really move forward with my skincare company? That was the big question. And I realized there were a lot of different companies out there, a lot of products that were being promoted. And I said, maybe it was time to shift again. So I tried a few different avenues, invested in a few different companies. And I realized whatever I was doing, it wasn't really coming from the heart. And as an entrepreneur, if it doesn't come from the heart, what's the point of it? Where is the meaning of it? And the things that I had tried were not from my heart, so it wasn't working. So in 2018, I said, I really have to think about what my true authentic self is. What do I love to do? What is going to make me happy and everybody else happy around me? So it was time to actually relaunch Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation. So the main point of that at that point was the mission: stand against hate, uniting children of all ethnicities, every color, every race, every religion, every culture, special needs through music, dance, and art programs. And so I found the problem, and I really wanted to create a solution for the struggling youths that's happening today. Because no matter what the financial status is, whether it be wealthy, whether it be middle class, whether it be poverty, every single child is getting bullied and is going through challenges. So how do we do something that we can overcome all of that? Now, the fact is, I love the arts, I love music, I love dance, and I love art. So now I love children. I have to put something together for this. So what I started doing is started creating programs. I was doing some events. I actually had different ethnic groups singing different cultures of songs from each group. So it was really it really was quite amazing and astounding. In December, I partnered with a military gentleman, Alex Duran, who owns Fitwise for Kids. He has written 5 books for the military for kids, and he has a gym for kids. And I've always been about health, wellness, everything that goes into the package for feeling good from the inside out. Health, wellness, nutrition, everything that the spirit could feed from inside comes to the outside. So I had an event with him, and I literally had a group of lower income children, and they're African American, and they literally sang Havenu Shalom Aleichem, which is in Hebrew, but it means peace for all. So that was really incredible, and everyone loved it. And I do have some other musicians who are on stage who are Jewish and who actually had their grandmother was a Holocaust survivor as well. He asked me to bring some of those kids on stage with him as an opening act. So all of a sudden, everything started snowballing so I could get these amazing kids, put together programs for music, dance, and art, and I wanted the school in Broward County to start. However, I was starting to promote this because the problem is today, the schools don't offer music, dance, and art programs. And unfortunately, that is really what will help and motivate and excite the children to start doing better and feeling better. So I felt a need to start these programs on the nonprofit to help children get to somewhere after school and be able to engage in music, dance, and art. So we were doing a really big funding for April. April was a really big month. But now COVID-19 happened. So I couldn't really be doing the concerts I was putting together, the programs to showcase what the kids can do after a couple of hours working with dance teachers, music teachers, and art teachers. And so here we are today.
So Tina, what are you looking for now with what's next? What new things are coming up, and how does somebody get involved with Hugs and Smiles?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that. This has really been a very challenging and a very, very exciting time. Since everyone cannot go out and congregate, how do we start becoming very creative? So what's very interesting about this is I decided that I want to do something for online camp programs, because the camps, nobody really can congregate as a group. But what's been really interesting is that, first of all, Ken, you approached me and you asked me to be on this show, and I'm very grateful for that. So people could start hearing about it and start getting familiar with what Hugs and Smiles is about and who we are. And it just so happens on May 25th, I am going to be on the Voice of America. My book, Hugs and Smiles, is going to be launched under the brand Keep Smiling. So I wanted to kind of prepare everyone that please be on that show. All the information will follow. And at that point, I also want to promote what my programs will be through the summer. And in the summer, we're really working on some very creative ideas of what we will be doing. So I do have now some artists. I do have some music teachers. I do have some dance instructors who are coming on board. So we're actually crafting what the best way is for us to promote this and present it to several different categories. There are some people who do not have internet, which I would like to try to reach out to. So we're trying to be ingenious right now and coming up with some ideas of how we're going to get into those lower income communities that really could use this. So there are a lot of things coming along, and we're using our creativity once again to really structure this to see the best way we can make this happen. In addition, throughout the summer and the summer camps online, or in maybe there will be the possibility to be outside in a big park or in a field or wherever it might be. We plan on doing concerts as well. And with those concerts, I want to actually promote the children's work of art and have it on auction. I want to also promote how they've progressed with the dance instructors from Hugs and Smiles and showcase what they do, and also choirs and singer-songwriters as well. So we have a lot of different programs that are really exciting for the children, for the parents to engage, because I really want them all coming together. We need to heal the country, and we need to heal the country now. And it's not only about children anymore. I want the parents to actually engage with their children and have some fun. Listen to some music, create something with them, dance to silly music, and, start laughing, because that's what we need. Because if we're not going to do this, and if the country doesn't do this, where are we going to be in 6 months or a year from now? So I implore everybody, please come and join me. I am ready. I'm ready to take suggestions. I'm looking for teachers. I'm looking for volunteers. I'm looking for tech people. I'm looking for children who can sing, who can dance, who can create art. And I want those children to help the other children in need as well. So in the meantime, I would love, Kenny, if you could actually put on my next little clip that this beautiful young lady, Michaela O'Brien, 14 years old, created a little clip from my Hugs and Smiles jingle. So would you be able to put that on? We could all hear it?
Absolutely. Michaela's beautiful, and she plays the ukulele. Wow, I was so impressed with who she is as just a child playing the ukulele. So talented. So cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so talented. So could we please play Michaela with the ukulele?
Hugs and smiles, blow a kiss to everyone you miss. Hugs and smiles will make the world a better place. Fill your heart with a smile on your face. Music, art, and dance, holding hands we can take a stance. With a smile you make my dreams come true. All I need is a hug, a smile from you and you.
Oh, how fabulous is that?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I know, I love it. I mean, there are so many talented young kids today, and they're joining my movement, and I love it. I love working with the kids. So someone like Michaela is going to be moving forward with me. We will see as things grow and as they go, we'll see what part and what role she'll play in moving forward, because I love the kids helping the kids. And quite frankly, when the kids are bringing joy like this, they're bringing joy to the parents. So let's do this together now. Please, I'm really imploring everyone to go to my website. It's hugsandsmiles.org, and go to my contact page and fill out what you really want to be, how you want to really be part of this. What role do you see that you want to do to create a movement in your community? I'm open for suggestions. Please write me. We'll see how we can fit it in, because we're in a growth period. This is going to happen very quickly because I have amazing board members. I have an incredible advisory board. I have amazing musicians. I have amazing students. We have so many incredible people who just want to help. I have people who are going to be following up with people. I mean, it really is truly, I'm so honored that they are jumping on board for me. And it's such a blessing, and I'm so elated. But in the meantime, before, we do have another incredible young man who is part of my team as well. And he was actually on your show last week. His name is John Humphreys, and he's called John John. He is called the Amazing John John. And truly, this little boy who is 12 years old, wow. He's a 50-year-old in a 12-year-old body, and he is called the Happiness Creator. So before I actually talk more about him, can we play the little clip that he decided to put together, and he and his friends have decided to put together for Hugs and Smiles? Can we play that,
Sure.
Ken?
Sure, absolutely, Tina. So let's play the Amazing John John clip to show what Amazing John John is all about.
Hugs and smiles.
Hugs and smiles. Blow a kiss to everyone you miss.
Hugs and smiles.
Hugs and smiles will make the world a better place. Heals the heart with a smile on your face. Through music, art, and dance, holding hands, we can take a stance. With a smile, you make my dreams come true. All I need is a hug, a smile from you and you.
Hugs and smiles.
Hugs and smiles. Blow a kiss to everyone you miss. Hugs and smiles will make the world a better place. Heals the heart with a smile on your face. Through music, art, and dance, holding hands, we can take a stance.
Just love it. The one thing I was so looking forward to was doing these outside dance routines with with my musicians and the kids getting on stage, that I can play with them and even be in an art class with them. And I can't do that, but I can actually see them live and see how they are progressing. So I'm really looking forward to all of my projects. And it's going to be from step 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll start sharing the clips with you on the show on May 25th. So once again, that's on Voice of America. And the name of my book is Hugs and Smiles, and it's under the brand Keep Smiling. You're going to hear a lot more about this. I will be posting all of the information on Facebook. And please go to my Facebook page. I have my own, is Tina Weiss. And then we also have a Hugs and Smiles foundation page, Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation on Facebook as well. So we'll keep you informed with every step of the way and what we are going to be doing. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how we could all together make a difference. Let's do it together. This is not just a foundation. This is a movement. This is going to happen all over with your help. I can't do it alone. So please join me. Please do what we can. Start spreading Hugs and Smiles and kind of tune in and see what kind of programs we have moving forward. Also, on my website, there is a store. We have only one part of the store right now, which is Hoodcrest Winery. You can go and purchase wine. This is for the adults now. You can go and purchase wine. You get a 5% discount. Now, let me just tell you a little story about Hoodcrest Winery. She not only has an amazing Tess Barr, who owns Hoodcrest Winery with her husband, not only has an award-winning winery, she also is an incredible singer-songwriter, and her CD will be coming out this Friday. I'll post where you can get it and so on and so forth. It will also be on my website. In addition, she also was my chemist for my skincare company. So she's giving back to the community. Part of the proceeds goes to Hugs and Smiles, and everyone that buys from my site will get a 5% discount on the wine. So people who do love wine, please come to my site. Please shop around. And also, as we go and as we grow, there will be an art gallery, an art auction, and a whole area for music. Now, before I do go, one other thing is happening. With my musicians, we are also creating a theme song for Hugs and Smiles. So we're going to be working on that. And all of my musicians are actually creating a song for Hugs and Smiles. So we are putting on a whole CD. We're creating a CD for Hugs and Smiles. So I am looking for children who know about my mission. And I think you heard a little about it. But if you go onto my site and you look at my mission, you look at what we're about. It's connecting, communicating, collaborating. inspiring, uplifting, and elevating. So any kid who's really into music and really could put a song together, we want to hear from you. We want to see what you do, and we can actually promote you. We can put you on a live show, whether it's outside or on the internet, and people will choose if you actually can make the cut and have the song on the CD. We also have a lot of other we have some scholarships that we're looking to do, and a lot of prizes for the kids. So please, if you love to dance, if you love to sing, please contact me on my site. Once again, we've got a lot of fun things moving forward for the kids, and we can all do this together and have a blast. So once again, this is a movement, not just a foundation. Let's start healing the country, because right now we really do need it.
HugsandSmiles.org, and to fill out the contact form to get involved. So please contact Tina either on her Facebook page or on Hugs and Smiles Facebook or the website HugsandSmiles.org. Tina, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. I love you so much.
Thank you so much, Ken. It was amazing. Sharon's song just depicted everything that we're talking about. So thank you, Sharon, as well. Ken, thank you. You're just a blessing as well, sharing this with everybody and putting it out there, because right now people need love. People have to remember, come from the heart. The one thing that I'm really about is be authentic. Do everything from your heart. Everything else will come to have. Once you do that, you will have a better life moving forward. So also be courageous now. You can have courage and be kind, and everything else will come.
Beautiful. Thank you again, Tina. I love you, and we're going to take a commercial break. I love you all. We'll come right back.
You've been listening to the Florida Love Show. Please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or Ken at florida-love.com or on our website, www.florida-love.com. And if you'd like to advertise on the show and spread love in the Florida community, please let me know. Now back to the show.
Welcome back, all you lovers out there. Boy, wasn't that awesome? Tina, Hugs and Smiles. Such a great, loving organization. And a hug is a silent way to say I love you. And so I'm sending everybody a virtual hug from me to you. And so right now I'm going to bring on James from the Ruffs Foundation. The Ruffs Foundation, I'm dedicating this show to all the survivors of domestic violence, and that's what the Ruffs Foundation is all about. So I'm going to bring James on the show, and we're going to have Sharon back on to sing a song in dedication to all the survivors who have survived domestic violence. So please bring Sharon and James back on.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome back. Hi, James.
Thank you. Thank you, Ken.
Hi. So I see Sharon's not on. Okay. So, James, tell me more about the Ruffs Foundation. What's the difference between the Ruffs Foundation and other shelters for victims of domestic violence and sexual assault?
I'm glad you asked that. Right now, if someone is a victim of domestic violence or sexual assault, they're put into a safe house, which is good, but they're only put there for 1 month. And then, unfortunately, after that 1 month, if they don't have enough money, they wind up back with their predator. And also, because they often cannot afford housing on their own. The other thing is they often wind up with their kids in this safe house, and then they wind up with them and their kids back with their predator. And our goal at the Rust Foundation is to get permanent transitional housing for these victims. We also offer
Beautiful.
counseling for free with no police report required, but if someone needs financial assistance, we would need a police report. But I see that she's back on. Can we please hear a song?
Sure. So this is a song that Sharon's dedicating to all the survivors of domestic violence. Hi,
Yeah,
Sharon.
Thank you.
Hi, James. It's my pleasure here to speak for the survivors of domestic violence, survivors of the world, survivors of the Holocaust that Tina spoke about, and any child, woman, man that has ever experienced anything abusive that they had to survive. So without further ado, James, this is for you and what you do.
Thank you.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong. And I learned how to get along and saw your back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here without that look upon your face. Should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your keys. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go, walk out the door. Just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart, just trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And then I spent so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. But now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. So now go, walk out the door. Just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, no, no. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I'll survive. I will survive.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the survivors out there, you're strong. No one can keep you down. Keep that head up high. Keep shining. Keep smiling. And keep loving it and paying it forward.
Beautiful. I love that. I will survive. Turn around and walk out that door. I will survive. Beautiful. So thank you, Sharon, for that loving dedication to all those survivors out there who said, I will survive and I'm going to love myself. Hmm.
They didn't just say it. They
Yeah, they did it. They walked out and said, I'm going to survive. So, James, when those
Yes.
survivors walk out to you and they come to you, What services does the Ruffs Foundation provide?
We provide financial aid in housing and utilities. We also offer therapy, education assistance, childcare, along with long-term permanent transitional housing. Again, that's our main goal is, again, right now, if somebody is a victim, we want to make sure that they have permanent transitional housing.
Great. So James, I want to show the clip of what survivors go through, because the Ruffs Foundation stands for Rising Up from Silence. So I want to show the clip right now.
That would be great. Thank you.
Statistics show that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men experience some form of domestic violence. "20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner." Based on availability, a victim may be placed into temporary housing, which is helpful. However, after temporary housing expires, victims may not be able to afford housing of their own. So where do they go? Statistics show that 90% of victims go back to their abuser after temporary housing because of a lack of resources available to them. Studies also show the abuse usually gets worse, even deadly. Change starts with you. With your help, we are giving victims a safer option. Help us put a stop to domestic violence and sexual assault by joining our 365 Days of Giving monthly donations program for less than $1 a day. Please consider donating to help towards our mission of opening a facility that will give victims and survivors a long-term, permanent, or transitional housing experience. Monthly gifts will also allow us to continue the great services we provide in our community at no cost to our victims and survivors. Visit ruffsfoundation.com to enroll in monthly giving today. Call 772-200-5252 or 772-200-6764. Your voice brings power while healing. Let's rise up from silence.
To love these victims so they can survive.
There are a few other things I'd like to tell you about because we're having a mass. First of all, our prayers also obviously go out to the victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. We want to send our love to all those people. Also want to tell you that we're having a masquerade ball as a fundraiser on November 28th at 7:30 p.m. at the City Center in Port St. Lucie. And tickets are still available at ruffsfoundation.com. We're also asking for sponsors for our program. There are different levels of sponsorship. There is platinum, diamond, gold, silver, and bronze. And you can contact my bosses, who are Terry and Cheryl Hughes, at rufsfoundation@gmail.com. We also have a weekly newspaper which goes via email to anybody who's a member of Ruffs. And if you're interested in advertising for that newspaper, it's only $20 a week. And again, please email rufsfoundation@gmail.com.
Great. So people can get involved in many ways. James, I want to play the walkathon clip because it's really powerful, the people singing and speaking. Can we please play the Ruffs Foundation walkathon clip?
In the home of the
Okay, guys, just a little bit about the foundation and where we're trying to take it. We are committed to the 21st century vision of how we need to deal with abusive behavior. The foundation is in pursuit of the Ruffs Foundation complex in Port St. Lucie, which will be housed with our corporate office and our townhouse community. We are not interested in temporary housing, 30-day housing. We're looking for permanent, long-term housing. So if you get into an abusive situation after 30 days, what do you do? Where do you go? So we're seeking to do something on a more permanent basis so you can reestablish yourself, start your new life, and don't have to worry about after 30 days, what am I going to do? So that's where we're at.
It's awesome. It's awesome what you're about. So James, tell people how they contact you and the Ruffs Foundation to contribute and donate and get involved.
Absolutely. The best place to donate is at our website, which is www.rufsfoundation.com. You can also go to our email us at rufsfoundation@gmail.com or call the number 772-200-6764.
Yeah, I was so impressed, James, speaking to, oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Also, if somebody is a victim of domestic violence and you feel afraid to call, you can call up our number that you're ordering Roman noodles, in which case we will send police to your home. Just so you know.
Great, great. So if somebody knows somebody who's in a domestic violence situation, this is a safe space, a safe place to call to get counseling, consultation on what to do to get out of that situation. They provide love for you, pure love, right. Spreading love. And everyone who's involved in the organization is a survivor of domestic violence. So that was like that to me was the most, that's so special. That they've been through it, they can be there for you. So James, I just want to thank you for being on the show. You're such an incredible, I mean, you're just such an incredible guy. I really appreciate all the love that you've shown Florida Love and all the survivors of domestic violence and just the world. So I really want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So I just want to say I love you all. I want to thank everybody for being with us on the Florida Love Show today. I look forward to seeing you next week, 3 p.m., the Love Hour before Happy Hour, Friday, 3 p.m. I love you all, and thank you again for watching.
You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken@florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life. and have a loving week.